Well, the wicket looks good, I think. The groundsman has done some very good work here. He's tried to produce a wicket that's a good cricket wicket, something that can help the bowlers, something that can help the batsmen get in. So, you know, I think it will be a good game of cricket, played on a good surface, in good facilities. May the best team win, and hopefully that's Bangladesh. Look, it's not just me who makes those sort of decisions. It's a joint collaboration between the captain and myself and Akram and all the other guys who were involved in the pictures, and, you know, Mahbubul and many people who want to produce the wicket that certainly will spin. Hopefully it will spin, but also something that might give our bowlers a chance, seam bowlers, because we want to see how good they are. You know, suddenly we're going and playing away from home, and they're forced into test match cricket, having not played much at all. So, you know, everything's about getting exposure, getting experience, and if we can play with a balanced team maybe, then on this wicket, then again, like I said before, may the best team win. First one, which was about, yes, the test cricket and our performances, which was, you're very true, it's very right, we're very true what you say. We have a lot of work to do to be a good test team. We've learned a way of playing in Bangladesh that makes us compete with the best. When we go away from home, we have to learn how to bowl on those wickets, so we need to produce some bowlers, and I think we're doing that, finding some bowlers who may be able to bowl well on those wickets. But most importantly, finding some batters or working on our batters to try and cope with those sort of conditions. That's going to be at New Zealand, that's going to be in England, that's going to be in the West Indies and South Africa and Australia and lots of places. We need to be able to cope with that from number 1 to 11. So lots of work to do, and I understand there's lots of work to do. We are working on that now. The home series, because the wickets are a little bit more let's say a little bit more docile compared with the bounce and the seam of where we were in Antigua, means it's difficult sometimes to put that into place, because there's a certain way of playing on these wickets that we do very, very well as well, our batsmen. So trying to bring in slight changes to cope with the bounce and seam whilst we play on these sort of... The other one with the captaincy, I think it was, is so far I found Saqib a brilliant captain to work with. I've worked with many captains before. Saqib is the best tactical captain that I've ever worked with. So he's got some great strengths that I'm learning from. Mash is a wonderful guy to work with, because he's different to Saqib. He plays a lot of passion and pride. Not that Saqib doesn't, but Mash shows it. And he expects a lot from the players, and he certainly gets a lot out of the players. He very much is the warrior and leading the team. So I've enjoyed working with Mash, and now Riyad is a new captain, and my third one, as you quite rightly pointed out. But initial early days, you know, wonderful. We had a very short meeting regarding ideas on selection, and hopefully the selectors will go with us. But you know, that was quite quick, and I thought, oh, that's nice. So hopefully we got another meeting today, myself and Riyad and the analyst. No, you make some very valid points and some good points, and that tests my management skills and what's called emotional intelligence. And I'm now hoping that I'm no expert, but I feel as though I can sway my style to cope with that type of person. So it is challenging, but I feel as though it can be done. I'm a professional coach, and I'm not doing my job properly if I can't work my characteristics with that person, because they are all different. You know, just like all the players are. When you coach, you don't coach one way. You coach to work with the style of that person, because they're all different. So that's my answer to that. You know, you say we're not doing very well. Well, beating Australia, even with spin conditions, what do you play for? You play to win. And that's what happened in that game. To beat England, what do you play for? You play to win. The spinners, it doesn't matter how you do it, we won. Batting and our low scores, we've had some difficult wickets against those opposition, and we've also had some very difficult wickets. Antigua, when everybody said all out 43, what a terrible performance, yes. But honestly, if we'd have had 11 Ricky Pontings, I think we might have scratched 100. That's how difficult that pitch was and how important that toss was. So whilst it was a disaster for us, it was extremely difficult conditions, and the best players in the world would have struggled on that wicket against that attack with that very good catching they had, if you remember, on the first day. So I'm not disillusioned about that. I think that, like anything, there's progress to be made. I don't make excuses. We could have done better, but for me as a coach, I'm a teacher, and it's about trying to make players better, and that's what we're trying to do. Give us a chance. Not me building that, developing what we've already got, because we've got guys who can bat and get centuries. Nominal 3 tests ago, got a century in each innings, so wonderful. We know people can score runs, and we know our spinners are excellent and can cause devastation to the opposition team. We also know that we need to bowl better and find a little bit taller, quicker, hit the wicket bowlers, so there's a slight change. It's not always been possible in the past, but that's what we're focusing on trying to do. Also the ability of our batsmen to play well away from home, which might mean some slight tactical and technical, tiny little tinkers, little bits, not a lot, nothing major, that will make batting easier on those conditions. So there's a change. There are 2 areas to add on to what we've got, but Bangladesh have a certain style of playing, and it's not for me to change that, it's for me to work with that and then just develop other areas a little bit, what we can still improve. I'm not a coach coming here to change the things that we do.